If you clicked on this video, you were probably thinking, I have been playing games on mobile for a really long time. Let's see what this random dude on the internet played. The first Android device I ever used was an LG E405 that my father purchased. It's fascinating how far mobile tech has come. I am talking about the age where we used to get a button for switching SIM. The first game I ever played on this phone was Angry Birds, of course. Who has never heard of Angry Birds, the revolution of mobile games, the trailblazer and the trendsetter? I remember how back in the day the game got so popular, there was official merchandise for this. I loved playing Angry Birds. The design, music, storytelling, etc. was absolutely out of the world, unseen in any game of the time. The amount of freedom it provided before the player was insane, and the way they implemented scoring was also inspiring and would have people retry every level in spite having scored already a 3-star on it. This is the magic with good games. No leaderboards, yet people love to hit high scores. This game was taken away from the Play Store for quite some time, and then it was re-released again in 2022 for about 100 Indian rupees. I know I will take a lot of heat for this, but I really like they have made this game paid now. This way you don't lose any progress and you can own a copy of this landmark amazing game. Come on guys, you already spent a lot of money on skins and battle passes and whatnot. $100 for this landmark won't be a bad spend. In at number 2 is this game called Lane Splitter, made by a company called Fractive. Lane Splitter was their only game, and after all the ripples it made in the community, the company just vanished. No new games, and it's not even on the Play Store. The multiplayer scene was not ready when this game existed, and I remember watching the boys making groups and playing this game to see who can hit the highest score. Lane Splitter is an endless runner. Well, we have all played endless runners, right? The thing that Lane Splitter did right was that the entire control was based on gyroscope, and they also added bits of reality in the game. For example, cops would start chasing you sometimes, and you could either outrun or bribe them to escape, and there would be this huge super cramped traffic after every 2 or 3 tunnels, and you have to go super sensitive with the controls and split through the little gaps in between the cars, hence the name Lane Splitter. Also, when you crank a wheelie on Jake Melton's bike, the controls go weird, just like in real life. When you lift the front wheel up, your bike gets really hard to control. This game is no longer on the Play Store, and you are going to have to download it from elsewhere to be able to play. I really wish Fractive gets back on the scene and creates something original to take the market back. The third game I will be talking about is Alien Quarantine. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have not even heard of this game, but hear me out. This is a platformer game created by Gameloft. This game came with my first phone, the LG E405 that I talked about earlier in the video. This was the first game I played with a D-pad, and naturally it was weird, and it took me quite some time to figure out what this weird icon with a circle around it did. This game was based on a post-apocalyptic Dead Space-like story, but with very low-res graphics. I am personally a fan of Gameloft's vintage graphics, and I have played a lot of these games on the Java platform, and I loved every bit about it. This game too is obviously not available on the Play Store, and I couldn't even find a version that works properly on the internet. I downloaded a version that doesn't have music implemented properly, so I'm using a gameplay footage from the channel I have already mentioned in this video. So that will be all for this video. Tell me in the comments if you have played these games, and tell me how you liked them or you didn't, and also write in the comments what are the oldest games that you have ever played, and I'll see you in the next one.